Good morning, guys, and welcome back. I know it's been a bit of a while. Just been so busy lately. Besides that, I'm also moving houses soon, so it's just chaos. Sorry that I haven't been uploading that frequently, but anyways, I'm back. Today I want to talk about a topic that I recently experienced, and I know so many people go through the same shit. So I've spoken about it before, but I just want people to understand it, because it's a shame that people will have to experience this and waste money. And it's all about finance, car finance. First of all, before we even start talking about it, I know some people, they think if someone has a car finance, it's a bad thing, or he's a poor guy, and why is he buying a car if he hasn't got the money, or why is he buying a car if it's not, if he's borrowing money from the bank, whatever, blah, 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 and it just carries on. First of all, it's stupid if you say that way, because there's a lot of reasons why you could take a car finance. First of all, sometimes it's simply more worth to take a car finance than putting down cash on a new car or on a nice car. Obviously, when I say car finance, it's not worth taking a car finance on a cheap car for a couple of grand, because that's you might as well save up the money if you don't have it and buy the car. But if you want to get a nice car, or even a car that costs a good few £1,000s, and it just doesn't make sense for you to put down the money or put down all your savings for a car. For example, you have a certain amount of savings and just put all the money on the car. I don't think that's clever either, because either way, it's stupid. A car finance paying monthly will obviously make more sense, obviously if you could afford it. So anyways, what is it all about? So as you all know, that I had a Smart quite recently. I had the Smart car, which is now sold. Yesterday someone came and bought it, and so first of all, this is a bit stupid, I will admit. I don't even know why I took a car finance in the first place for that car, because that car wasn't that expensive when I bought it. I bought it like 2 years ago. It was a nice few £1,000s, but a bit more than a few, but I don't think I should have taken finance. I don't know why I done it, but either way I done it. I don't know, I just done it. So that's mistake one that I learned. If you're buying a car, let's say under 7-8 grand, I don't think it's worth taking a finance. Well, maybe yes, it depends on the circumstances and what kind of finance deal you could get, but realistically, I don't think it's worth taking a car finance on a cheaper car. That's number one. Number two, if you do take a car finance, which I did take a car finance on that car, always check everything properly. Why am I saying this? Because I got fucked over badly on that finance. Not only did I do a mistake, take a finance for that car, because realistically, I don't have a problem. There's no problem taking. Put it this way, I know people who have real money. When I say real money, I say real money, and they finance cars. That's not a problem, guys. Financing cars is not sorry, I've just got a bit of a cold. Financing cars is not a big thing. The problem is, if you don't know, you're just taking a finance. Basically, you go to a car dealer, you say, all right, sir, get me a finance on this, and the problem is like this. Oftenly, dealers will fuck you over more than actual finance companies. The reason why, because the dealers get a commission from the finance sale. So for example, if the dealer pushes through a finance with a higher rate, he gets a bigger percentage. So basically, the higher rate they push, the bigger percentage in commission they get. And here was my mistake, because when I got the finance for that car, which is now sold and paid off, but I just thought I want to tell you guys, because you guys should know this to learn, and hopefully you guys wouldn't have to get fucked over like that and pay money for no bloody reason. So I'm just drinking my coffee, just spilled a bit. Yeah, basically what I mean to say is, go take a finance, but where you need to be careful is there's a few things. First of all, some people oftenly think how much money they need to put down as a deposit and how much money they need to pay monthly. That's the biggest mistake, and that is the biggest mistake. The reason why how much you pay monthly is fuck all. It doesn't matter. Obviously, if you can afford monthly payments, this amount, that amount, it matters to you. But as for the finance, it doesn't matter, because all that matters. Wow, that was close. All that matters is how much money you will be paying in the end when you sell the car. How much interest? When do they take the interest? Do they take the interest in the first few months of the finance, you know, in the beginning, or do they take the interest, you know, like a normal finance? Because some finance companies take the interest first. So basically, even if you end up paying up the finance, let's say you want to sell the car, and you call them up, you want to clear the finance, settle it, you know, you want a settlement figure, they charged you all the interest for the loan already up front. So that's fucked. Basically, you paid all the interest and you're not really saving any money. So you paid up the whole loan interest fee and all the fees and all blah blah, and all these fees are charged. That's basically called you've been screwed over badly. And that's what happened to me. But I'm grateful that happened to me on the smart car, because I learned my lesson from there. And of course, now I will make sure to go through every document and check things properly and make sure it's a proper, good finance deal. Because at that time, which was 2 years ago, I didn't check. I will admit I was stupid. Yes, you can laugh at me. I was stupid, and I'm happy it happened on the smart car, which was a cheap car compared to the other cars I have, and for the future cars I'll be buying, because I learned my lesson there, which costed me an extra amount of money, a nice bit extra, we'll say that. But at least it was on a smaller amount finance than, you know, no, my next car that I want to buy, you know, something more expensive. So I'm happy that was on that. But my lesson is, and what I'm trying to teach you guys, and hopefully, I'm sure a lot of you will be a bit more sensible than me, go through and check the finance deal. Not like me, I was just so excited. Yeah, how much was it monthly? No problem. Okay, you know, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Monthly payments doesn't matter. It's about the whole finance deal, about the whole interest, about the, you know, settlement. You know, some finance companies have all different terms, you know, so that's very, very important. So guys, I know a lot of people get excited when they get approved for finance, because especially if you want to buy, let's say you have a dream car now you want to buy, let's say an Audi S3 example, right? And you got approved for finance on that car, and you're so excited, you're like, oh man, I just can't wait to get the car. You already saw the car in the dealership and everything, you know, blah blah blah. You just want to get the car, and I fully understand you guys, because I've been in that position as well, you know. But don't be stupid, don't get too excited, be smart, because the dealer wants to push the car, the dealer wants to sell the car, the dealer wants to make money. That's what he's there for. And when he sees a guy like me who doesn't know and doesn't check, he's straight away gonna do his thing to make extra money. And not necessarily only the dealer's fault, it's as well my fault, because I should have checked, you know. If I would have checked, and I would have been smart at the time and tell them, listen mate, this finance deal is a bad deal, and you know, it's just totally not worth for me, I'm sure they would have get me a better deal. I'm sure, because there was no reason for. So that's when the dealers and finance companies would take advantage of people like that. And in the same way, I need to make sure this doesn't happen to me. So it's no one's fault here. I'm not blaming people. I'm just telling people to be aware and check things properly. So anyways, that's my little message for you guys today. Hopefully I kept it short and sweet. So hopefully I'll be back doing, you know, weekly videos. As I said, I'm in the process of moving in the next couple of weeks. So it's just chaos by me, and got so much on my head. So bear with me guys, and yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video, and be smart, check things properly, don't look at the monthly payments only, because that's not what it's all about. Anyways guys, take care, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Like this video if it was informative, if you learned something from it. Until next time, take care, see you guys, bye.